on the steep, beacon of hope, guiding me amid the storm. Shelter is near, trust in Him, for God is love. I'll give my life and my love unto the one God of love. All things decay, passing away, only the light shall remain. All things decay, still there is one true and faithful God is love. I'll give my life and my love unto the one God of love. I'll give my life and my love unto the one God of love. I'll give my life and my love unto the one God of love.
Father's dwelling place is the fountain of our life, drawn to the light of eternal day. We
Today is the second day of the first month, the 10th year of Channel Group, February 2nd, 2022. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 현진 장부모님께 경배. 바로 let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상천국과 천상천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
For our opening prayer, let us all welcome the BFT Region 4A Cavite Coordinator, Ms. Jocelyn Illustrissimo.
Let us pray. Good morning, most beloved Heavenly Parents and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. Today, we are gathered here to have our Hondoke morning devotion. We are so much grateful for giving us new life. Heavenly Parents and true parents, may you open our hearts and our minds for us to prepare and receive your heavenly guidances and inspirations. Through this, it will be a nourishment of our spirits for us to be strong and healthy spiritually. May you use our national leader, Reverend Angelo T. Halog, to convey your words for us, Heavenly Parent and true parents. May your holy presence be with us from beginning until the end of this morning devotion, Heavenly Parents. Father, we'd like to give you thanks and always be grateful, Father, for our beloved Heavenly parents. Thank you, and like to report all those things in the name Ryan and Jocelyn Illustrissimo, Central Best Family, Jew.
Jew. At this point now, let us have our individual prayer. Aju. So thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Good morning to our heavenly parent and true parents. Good morning to our national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog. To all our leaders, elders, brothers and sisters, good morning. So at this point, let us prepare ourselves to listen to our Hunduk reading, which will be led to us by the newest member in the National NPCC department in the membership department, Miss Abihan Hagapaas.
Can you hear me? So our reading for today is from the Mother of Peace, a memoir for True Mother. Um, Chapter 8, the mother builds the family and the family builds the world. A flower called sacrifice. It was 1961 and our church was filled with brides and bridegrooms standing solemnly side by side, each bride holding a bouquet. Outside the gate, however, angry parents gathered. Through the windows came the clamor of angry voices. I am absolutely against this wedding. Stop it at once. How on earth can you think this is a real marriage? They energized each other with their outrage. That Mr. Moon took my daughter to marry her off like this. I will never give my consent. Let her out of there. One of them even threw charcoal ashes over the gate, dirtying the wedding gown of a beautiful bride. When Unification Church conducted its first large wedding ceremony, many throughout Korea stood in uh, vehement opposition. Parents opposed to the wedding turned the neighborhood around the church, where the newlyweds should have been congratulated, into a place of pandemonium. There are no words to describe how severely we were attacked and maligned at that time. Yet we overcame the hurt and embrace the opposition. We have conducted what we call marriage, what we call blessing ceremony. For over half a century, blessing in marriage hundreds, thousands, couples of all races, nations, and religion throughout the world. This is a testimony to the fact that a blessing ceremony is a manifestation of God's love and truth. The marriage blessing ceremony conducted by the true parents is a sacrament rooted a single-minded devotion and true love. A poet once said, "Love is the pain of giving up myself." We cannot achieve true love without offering ourselves. Man is born for woman and woman born for man. Naturally and joyfully, we should sacrifice ourselves for our beloved. This is nowhere more evident than our cross-cultural marriages. You have graduated from a prominent university and you have a good job. Think about it. The person who is to be your spouse is a different race and her family lives halfway around the world. Are you going to toll through with this? When asked such a question, most people will waver. Our members, on the other hand, immediately answer, "Yes, I will. I am thankful to do this because it is for a great purpose." The unification movement teaches that intercultural, interracial families are the key to world peace. During my husband's life, most of our members requested that he and I arrange their marriage for the purpose of making a complete offering of their lives to God. In many cases, if not most, they knew that this meant they would from them, not speak their language and their culture. They wanted their marriage to be grounded in nothing but God, true parents to the principle of peace. Our brides and bridegrooms requested this path of gratitude, but their parents sometimes desperately opposed it. It was the parents of thousands of Korean Japanese couples that faced the great difficulty. One Korean father represented many when he wrote to my husband, when I think about what we suffered from suffered under Japanese colonial rule, my blood still boils. To think that my son will marry the daughter of an enemy nation, I will never accept a Japanese daughter-in-law into our family. Never. Many parents of Japanese brides felt the same way, felt the same from side of the divide. Jesus said, love your enemy. Most people admit that a peaceful world will come only when we love our enemies. Nevertheless, it is not easy for most of us to translate Jesus' words into action. Some brides and grooms bit their lips as they took part of these joint wedding ceremonies. Their course was by no means smooth as they prepared for their marriage and spent the first years of their lives together. But their commitment to live for a purpose beyond themselves, centered on God, gave them the strength necessary to liquidate their underlying terrible history of their two nations that have been enemies. They were able to dissolve this bitter root through coming to understand each other and healing each other's pain. To
Drew, thank you so much, Miss Abby. So to share now her 10 points of gratitude, let us all welcome the BFT Region 5 Coordinator, Ms. Hida Suzuki.
Good morning, Heavenly Parents and true parents. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Here's my 10 points of gratitude. Firstly, I'm grateful to our beloved Heavenly Parent for the gift of life and for the great guidance and protection we receive every day. And secondly, I'm grateful to our victorious true parents for the revelations of the divine principle and the holy teachings, saving us from ignorance so that we could truly understand Heavenly Parents' heart and ideals. I'm grateful too for the marriage blessing because we're liberated from the fallen world. And finally, restoring life, love, and lineage back to Heavenly Parents and becoming Chombo families. Thirdly, I'm grateful being blessed in marriage. I receive a loving and sacrificial husband and my partner in attaining blessed family life. And fourth, I'm grateful having 5 wonderful blessed children. Through them, I could learn and recognize Heavenly Parent and true parents' happiness and pain in parenting humankind. Fifth, I'm grateful to my physical parents for giving birth to me. Because of that, I met the golden age of true parents and had a chance working with them in this precious moment in history. And sixth, I'm grateful to my spiritual family, to my 2 friends and college classmates, Anna and Marie Chris, who invited and guided me to the church. They're also my first teacher in fundraising and food raising. And to my brothers and sisters in heart and faith, where the second selves and chosen ones, as we called them before, are like batteries and chargers for me because they energize me with guidance and inspirations during the times of struggles and missions. And then seventh, I'm grateful for the local church in Japan for being there for my family that received their care and guidance, especially when I was away and staying abroad for HTM and other church initiatives. Some church members there untiringly doing follow-ups and visitations. And number 8, I'm grateful to my BFD family for believing and entrusting me this mission and responsibility, and thankful for the encouragement and education that I continuously receive. It helps me improve and be productive, fulfilling my mission. And ninth, I am grateful for the membership growth, meeting new ones and young leaders. I could reminisce my youthful days in the church. Having them gives hope to the future of our faith and providential development. And tenth, I'm grateful for the earth and its natural resources, that it sustains our physical life, and it is the platform to grow our spiritual life where the providential activities are happening. And thankful that this environment is the cradle for the fulfillment of the purpose of our life in our visitation on earth. Thank you everyone for listening. Have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Vida. But truly, there are so many things that we are grateful about in life, brothers and sisters. So I hope we can all reflect and share our 10 points of gratitude maybe in the chat session there. So at this moment, let us all be entertained and get inspired as we listen to a performance from the Blessed Children in Antipolo, the Peace Era Antipolo. So let us all welcome with a round of applause, Bea.
보고 싶다 이렇게 말한 네가도 보고 싶다 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다 너무 그 시간 눈은 우리가 밉다 이제 널 그날 바보니까 더 힘들어진 우리가 여긴 온통 거울뿐이야 8월이 더 거리와 마음은 시간을 달려가네 고는 남은 석유 꽂아 네 손잡고 지구 반대편 가져가 그려 끝내고 봐 그리움들이 얼마나 눈처럼 내려야 그 봄날이 올까 허공을 떠드는 작은 먼지처럼 들리는 눈이 너라면 조금 더 빨리 내게 닿을 수 있을 텐데 너의 꽃이 떨어져요 더 조금씩 멀어져요 보고 싶다 얼마나 기다려야 또 몇 밤을 되새워야 너 보게 될까 만나게 될까 그것에 좀 더 머물러줘 You know it all You're my best friend 아침은 다시 올 거야 단 어둠도 떤 계절도 영원히 그것에 좀 더 머물러줘 충격을 그때 지나 다시 봄 날이 올 때까지 꽃 피울 때까지 그것을 좀 더 머물러줘 머물러줘
Wow, thank you so much, Dea, for that wonderful song. I hope you all got inspired, brothers and sisters. And we are now all ready to listen and take in the inspiration that you'll be receiving from no other than our national leader. So, without further ado, let us all welcome Reverend Leo Angelo Halog with a virtual round of applause.
Thank you very much, our sister Christine. I would like to offer my greetings to our Heavenly Parent and true parents. Good morning, our beloved Heavenly Parent and true parents. To all our beloved leaders, Chandu families, the Central families, blood brothers and sisters, good morning to all of you. Welcome once again to our morning devotion. Thank you for joining us once again. I would like to express my gratitude to the BFD department for hosting today's morning devotion. Thank you for that wonderful offering song of our Peya, our second generation from Antipolo especially. Thank you for sharing that wonderful performance today. And also I would like to express my gratitude to our Ati Hida Suzuki for that wonderful 10 points of gratitude that she shared to us today. We are really learning many things from brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. So today I will going to continue. So before I continue, I would like to really thank you also for your support for our ongoing Think Tank 2022 forum. So today is our second day. So let's do our best to invite again our VIPs to join and participate in our Think Tank forum that we're going to start at 11 a.m. today until tomorrow. So I will going to continue with my topic from True Mother Hakjahan Moon, an anthology, this book of True Mother. In chapter 4, A Life of Gratitude and Devotion. So today I will be sharing this topic, A Life of Devotion. Let us study together. True Mother said, devotion is essential. Think of God's creation of the heavens and the earth. God was thinking of an ideal nation when he began his creation of all things. Who was that creation for? He was creating an environment for Adam and Eve, his son and daughter, who were to grow into true parents, his substantial selves. The creation of an environment is not easy. When you make an artwork according to your talents, you invest an offering of devotion. It doesn't happen by simply saying, I want to make it this way. You Rose, take this form. Devotion is essential. So, Mother is telling us today that really devotion in our life is essential. It's very important. We can learn from God's creation when God created the world and prepare the environment for Adam and Eve. So it's not easy. Mother said, of course, we, as many people are thinking, God just created this world in just 6 days. And then 7 days, God created. So many people are thinking, God just, created very simply this world, prepared everything for Adam and Eve, right? And then finally, after everything is prepared, God, created Adam and Eve. But we learn from true parents' teaching that God invested not only 100%, 120%. Like Father explained to us, we can compare to a mother who is giving birth to a baby. So for our mothers here, you know more than men, right? How much you have invested, and like giving birth. That is like how God invested in creating the environment, especially for Adam and Eve, so that they will grow to become true parents and become heavenly parents, substantial self. So we learn how much heavenly parents have invested so much devotion, right, to prepare everything. Like a newly wed couple who are preparing to welcome their child, how much they are preparing for the child, for the child's birth. The same is true. That's why Mother is explaining to us today how Heavenly Parent invested more than anyone else, right? Who have put his devotion to welcome Adam and Eve. So the same is true in our life, right? Mother is saying. That's why really devotion is important in our life of faith. We cannot just, expect things to happen, and then we just rely with, the miracles. Anyway, this era is era of miracles. So maybe things will just happen on its way, or on its own. But actually, that's not the way, right? We have to put our effort. We have to invest. We have to show our devotion. Aju? So that's why True Mother is telling us today, things will not just happen simply, without doing anything. But really, devotion is important. We really learn. We can learn from our Heavenly Parent in creating Adam and Eve, how much He have invested completely, more than 100%, right? So devotion is essential, Mother said. So Mother said, to send Jesus, God went through unspeakable troubles. You have everything. When Jesus came 2,000 years ago, he had the qualification of the true parent, but he could not achieve that and went the way of the cross. How distressed must he have been? To send Jesus, God prepared the Israelite people and went through unspeakable troubles. Jesus also knew what his mission was, but because the environment was not prepared, he died hanging on the cross. However, when he thought about meeting God in the spirit world, how would his heart have been? Jesus would have had an earnest heart, wanting to complete his mission, at least spiritually, after shedding his body. So in this point, Mother is explaining to us that, we have everything in our life, like everything is prepared for us. But when Jesus came 2,000 years ago, the environment was not prepared. Even though Jesus has the qualification to become true parent, he could not achieve that. Instead, he died hanging on the cross because the environment was not prepared, right? Even how much God also, prepared the way, but also the people that time, they couldn't receive Jesus. So Mother said that to send Jesus, Jesus prepared the Israelite people and went through, unimaginable course, unspeakable difficulties and troubles. And then Jesus himself also, he knows his mission, what his mission is, why he came. Jesus clearly knows, right? But because the environment that time was not prepared, Mother said, Jesus died on the cross. But what is Jesus' heart? Mother is explaining to us. When he meet God, what kind of heart he has? That that before meeting our Heavenly Parent. So Jesus would have had an earnest heart, wanting to complete his mission. Actually, the heart of Jesus is he really wanted to complete his mission. That's why he prayed, right, to Heavenly Parent. If this cup, can pass like that, and then he wanted, his desire is to really accomplish his mission. That's why he tried to ask Heavenly Parent, not as his will, but as thy will. Jesus asked if, he can avoid going this way of the cross. This is his heart, right? So, but despite the situation, Jesus wanted, even though he was crucified, he wanted to at least prepare, the environment for the second coming, for him to come back again, at least people could receive spiritual salvation. So he have given everything, for us. So even though the, environment was not prepared at the time, so mother is explaining that, comparing to us now, everything is given to us already. The environment is already here. True parents have prepared everything for us. Aju, the true parents came, without really enough foundation. They started from the very bottom. They have offered everything, their entire life, for Heavenly Parent and for all humanity. And then now, actually, already we are living in the 10th year of Chanilgu. So in our era now, for all of us, blessed families, Changu families, all brothers and sisters, everything is given to us now. So there's no reason for us not to accomplish our responsibility, because everything is already given, right? Everything is already given. We are already living in the era where God can directly intervene, direct dominion of Heavenly Parent. So thinking about this, how can we ask for more? So this is now time for us to give more, actually to give everything, because everything is already prepared for us, comparing before. Aju, this is now the time. We are really living in the golden age. Mother is telling us from time to time, we are living in the golden era, the most, amazing time that will never happen again. That never happened in the past and will never happen again in the future. That's why each one of us needs to have the greatest turning point of life, and really understanding that we are living in the most awaited era. Even the people in the spiritual world, they are waiting for this time, especially the people who came before us and really sacrifice their entire life. They are waiting for this era. They are waiting for this time, that everything is actually given to us. Aju, wow, truly amazing that we could have this opportunity to live in this era, to live in this time. True Mother said, you of the present day are people who have received a great blessing. When Christianity first started, many people were eaten by lions. When we consider that they had to go through that kind of path to demonstrate their faith, you of the present day are people who have received a great blessing. We must think about the heart of Jesus, who had to wait 2,000 years. That's why really, when we come, when we study back the history, the sacrifices, especially when Christianity have just started, Mother's explaining to us, actually many people have sacrificed their life. They were eaten by lions. Many, this is how they demonstrated their faith. We cannot actually imagine how lucky we are. We don't need to do these things anymore. Even, for us young generations especially, even the difficulties that our elders have gone, that they have gone through in the past, we don't need anymore to go through those things. How lucky we are in this time, in this era, right? Especially, in the time of true parents. Really, that time before true parents, how much sacrifices that is absolutely needed during those times, right? When Christianity, this history of Christianity 2,000 years ago, the pioneers, they have gone through indescribable suffering. We cannot imagine unimaginable suffering. And then because of those sacrifices now, we could have everything. And then when true parents came, again, they have paid all the indemnities necessary. They have gone through not only one life and death situation, but 6 times, right? So how really precious and lucky we are. That's why Mother said dito, you of the present day are people who have received a great blessing. Aju, that's why no matter what, we have to bring absolute victory this era, this age, because everything is given to us. The entire spiritual world is working beyond imagination 24 hours a day. That's why just a small effort we do, with all our hearts, even just a small comparing to the efforts that was invested in the past, already tremendous results. In the past, They have invested everything. They have sacrificed even their life. They couldn't have much result as what we can have now, right? That's why how lucky we are, each one of us who are living in this era. Aju, that's why the only thing we can do now is to continue to offer our gratitude and our absolute effort, right? Giving everything that we can while we are alive on earth. Aju, we cannot imagine the foundations, the sacrifices in order for us to live in this very time in the providence. Aju, True Mother said, True Father laid the foundation for victory while going through repeated suffering. So in his lifetime, True Father laid the foundation for victory while going through repeated suffering in prison and receiving much persecution. While following him, you also went through many difficulties. But when you think of True Father, the point is whether you will be able to say, Father, I did my best. Even if you recite the family pledge every day, speaking about filial piety in the family, patriotism in our nation, saints in the world, and divine sons and daughters in heaven and on earth, and are going that way. And even if every day you bow and pray even thousands of times with a grateful heart, it will never be enough. Well, when I think about this and when I read this message of Mother, you know, even though we are doing every day, we are already doing our best. For example, Mother said it will never be enough. The point here, Mother said, is that while following True Father, you know, the point is whether you will be able to say, Father, I did my best. So how can we, you know, really, when I read about this one, thinking about what we have done, what we are, really, even Mother said here, even if every day we bow and pray even thousands of times with a grateful heart, it will never be enough. Even we are saying, you know, we are our filial sons and daughters, we are reciting family pledge every day, we are doing our best to become patriot for our nation, we are doing our best to become saints in the world and become divine sons and daughters of Heavenly Parent, and continuously going this way is still not enough. Meaning, the grace and blessing we have received, you know, is priceless. There's nothing comparing. We cannot really pay actually what this blessing, this amazing grace that we have received from heaven, each one of us. That's why our entire life, even until we go to the spiritual world, actually it's not enough to pay back what we have received from true parents, what we have received from Heavenly Parent. Never enough. That's why that song, yeah, that's very good for us. Never enough. That's why until we go to the spiritual world, until the very last breath that we can have on earth, it's never enough. Aju, this is the life. That's why our life should be a complete offering. Our life should be a complete, you know, we have to live a life of complete sacrifice until Channel Guk can be realized on earth, until God's dream can be completed, until all people can be embraced by Heavenly Parent, until that very day that everything can be completed. We have to offer our absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience without any, you know, word of complaint, even in our hearts. We know it's not easy to do. A lot of times we complain, especially during this time. A lot of times, you know, we are what? Uncontented with many things and situations in our life. So the more, sabi ni True Mother dito, even though we don't have these things, we live, you know, a very righteous life, actually still not enough. How much more? Through difficulties, we have, you know, many complaints, we have many, you know, uncontentment, these things, these feelings, these emotions that we have. That's why we have to, you know, every day we have to repent to Heavenly Parent. What kind of person am I? How am I living my life every day? I'm still very far from God's expectation. This is the reality. This is the truth. Right? That's why even though how much we live, you know, we think we are doing our best, but still not enough. It will never be enough. So we have to continue to carry out until Heavenly Parents' dream will be realized on earth, until Chanilguk can be substantialized. Right? Aju? That's why True Mother is continuously encouraging us, even though we have many lapses and limitations. True Mother, is always telling us, I trust you. I love you very much. Right? Just continue. Aju? That's why learning about all these things, how much true parents have sacrificed, how much Jesus had sacrificed, all the people who came before us, then we cannot complain with our situations. We cannot complain with our difficulties. But we just need to continue to march forward until the day that everything can be completed, that everything, that Heavenly Parent can be liberated, the true parents can be completely be liberated, and all humanity can truly live in joy and in happiness. Aju? Mother said, as blessed families, you must offer devotion for fulfilling your mission. So as blessed families, you must offer devotion for fulfilling your mission. Until God welcomed Chanilguk, how many difficulties did he go through? In spite of True Father going to prison 6 times, without having done anything wrong in his 80 years of life, he still carried out God's providence to the end. That was for God and for you. The blessed couples have a great debt to God and true parents. So that's why really all of us, we owe everything to our Heavenly Parent and to our beloved true parents. That's why we cannot boast anything in our life. Whatever we think we accomplished, whatever we think, even how beautiful families we have, all these things that we have, we owe everything to Heavenly Parent and true parents. That's why the only thing we can, return back is keep our absolute faith, absolute love, our absolute obedience, and continue to invest and really put our effort. Aju? Every year we need to work harder and give everything, give more and more every day, every year of our life. This is the only thing we can do, because our life is, just a reason because of true parents' sacrifices, because of Heavenly Parents' sacrifices. That's why we could live this kind of life now. Aju? That's why, as blessed families, Father said, we must continue to offer devotion. We must continue to offer devotion. So this is the only thing we can do now as blessed families, to really fill our hearts with gratitude every day, even though it's not easy. We have to try and always really think about the foundations, why we could live now in this kind of era, why we could live now in this, situation of life. Even though a lot of difficulties, but really when we come to think about it, we are really living in the golden time, golden era, where everything has given to us. We are already living in the era of Chanilguk. Nothing more we can ask for. But how can we give back? How can we return back? How can we pay back all this grace and blessing we have received from heaven? Aju? Mother said the original mind wants to return more than 100%, more than 120%. So the original mind of humankind is such that if a person receives 100 of something, when returning it, he does not want to take away 10% and return only 90%. The original mind wants to return more than 100%, more than 100%. When you live matching your focus with true parents, then God, of course, and your good ancestors in the spirit world will help you, and you will encounter an age where you can feel and see miraculous, amazing works happening. You cannot enter heaven alone. You can enter as families. Heaven is not a place that you can enter just as a blessed family. Rather, it is a place you can enter only if you bring all your tribes and your people with you. Oh, this is very clear. True Mother is telling us today. Actually, this is our original mind. That's why once we uncover and really live our life completely with our original mind, complete unity between mind and body, naturally, our original mind's desire is to give back to Heavenly Parent. To give back anybody who helped you, who give you something. Always our original mind wants to give more than what we have received. This is the original mind that God has implanted to us from the very beginning. Aju, that's why really amazing. Can you imagine? This is our original mind. That's why when people, give to us and then we only want to give back 50%, this is not our original mind that is working. It's still our fallen mind. But once we, started to really live our life in complete oneness, our original mind is working fully. Always we wanted to give back. That is kingdom of heaven. If all people lives in accordance to the original mind, already kingdom of heaven. Why? Because everyone wants to give more. That is kingdom of heaven. Unlike now in this world we are living in, people always wanted to receive instead of giving. This is hell, right? But kingdom of heaven is a place where everyone wants to give more. That is kingdom of heaven. That's why in a beautiful family, every member of the family always wants to give more. Already kingdom of heaven in the family. But even though we created that, we cannot just go to kingdom of heaven just with our blessed family. Mother said here, heaven is not a place that you can enter just a blessed family. Rather, it is a place you can enter only if you bring all your tribes and your people with you. That's why True Mother is emphasizing now, minimum, we need to become tribal Messiah. That is the minimum requirement in order for us to go to the kingdom of heaven. That's why even how beautiful our family is now, how wonderful we are living with our family, with our parents, with our children, it will not be enough for us to go to the kingdom of heaven. The minimum requirement is to bring our tribe with us, to bring our people with us, to bring our, Cain tribe and our Abel tribe with us. This is the minimum requirement in order for us to go to the kingdom of heaven. That's why if we are thinking we are having a good life now on earth, we have everything, even external things, all these things, we are enjoying our family, that is not enough. We have to expand that kind of way of life and happiness in our life, in our family, to our tribe. Slowly raising up, one couple at a time, 3 couples, 12 couples, 43 couples. It's really not easy to do. Really, our entire life, we need to dedicate in this work. Not only us as parents now, the first generation, including our children. Husband and wife together, our second generation, our third generation working together in this work. We have to really bring at our tribe. At least this is the minimum. Mother is telling us today. Aju, that's why as we continue to live, try our best to unite our mind and body. Naturally, as we are, moving closer to the standard, naturally, we want to sacrifice more. Naturally, we want to give more because original minds, natural way is to always give back more than what we have received. Aju, that's why once we started to live such kind of life and standard, no one can stop us, but naturally we want to live for others. It will become natural. Living for others, for us, will become natural. We want to give more and more. And then until one day, we could already bring our tribe together with us. Aju, this is the minimum requirement. But what's good thing is that what is implanted in us is the way that will really bring us together. Our original mind that always wanted to give more. Can you imagine? It's really amazing that we have this kind of original mind in us that is really naturally made to sacrifice and give more. Naturally live for others. We have this in us. So once we uncover this, we really live centering on Heavenly Parent, our original mind on top, naturally we will accomplish our responsibility. Aju, truly amazing. I was really amazed when I'm reading this. We have this kind in us that Heavenly Parent have given us. Naturally wanted to live more. Aju, really amazing how God created human beings. That's why despite these difficulties that we are experiencing now, one day everything will come to completion because humanity has this in us. We have this original mind that always wanting to give more and sacrifice more. Amazing, right? Truly amazing. Mother said, change the attitude of life you have held until now. You must not think complacently, saying, someone will help me. A miracle will happen. You must first establish your position as an object to heaven by first demonstrating your standard of faith and commitment so that heaven can come and touch you. Change the attitude of life you have held until now. After morning vows, offer special devotion. Or if you set a special time and offer devotion for your tribe, nation, world, and God's will to be realized, then a new path will open. That's why, sabi ni True Mother dito, we cannot just, live simply and always, think complacently that we expect someone will help us, that miracle will happen. Sabi ko nga kanina, Mother is always telling us that already this time, miracles will take place anytime, but miracle will not just happen without us moving, without us doing our best. Even our ancestors, even we liberated them, they cannot do anything if we will not move, if we will not do something, if we will not carry out what we need to do. Nothing will be done. Nothing will going to happen. That's why actually everything depends on us. Miracle will surely take place if we will move, if we will do something, if we will fulfill our responsibility. That's why everything depends on fulfillment of our responsibility. Aju, that's why sabi ni True Mother, before expecting someone to help you or miracle will happen, first we need to establish our position as an object to heaven. First, we have to demonstrate the standard of faith. How much we are living our life, how much we are sacrificing, how much we are showing God that God can trust us. Aju, by showing our commitment of faith, how much we are doing our responsibility. Then based on this, God can give us the blessing. Then the spiritual world can work. Our ancestors can do something through the efforts that we are giving. Aju, then heaven will really be moved. That's why sabi ni Mother today, we need to change our attitude of life we have held until now. So after we, do hundukhe, what is next in our life? It's not enough. We attend hundukhe, we offer prayer. We need to offer devotion by fulfilling our responsibility, right? So we can, offer together with our spouse, with our family, also some devotions, and most importantly, by fulfilling our responsibility. This is the most important. That's why, how can we do it? Now we are doing a lot of things ngayon. We have mga online events. Also, just by inviting people. These are part of devotions. So ngayon, marami tayo, lalo na ngayon COVID pa. We cannot really do face-to-face, right? So what is our substantial contribution? What is the substantial devotion that we can do now? Supporting the work of true parents substantially. Now doing a lot of online activities. That's why, kahit na, of course, we are praying for the success of these events, but, just sharing to your relatives. Kaya nga ngayon, we use the power of social media, the power of internet to share what's happening now in the world so that no one will be left behind. Right? So this is part of our devotion. Just inviting people, sharing. Invite your relatives, share with them, to see. Kasi nga, ngayon, really amazing what's happening now. Ngayong think tank. Can you imagine? These are not ordinary people are speaking. Yesterday, how grateful we are. We have also from Philippines, Ambassador Cruz, who spoke in IAPP. And then one bishop from the Apostolic, from the CBCP. Again, he spoke and then he was very inspired yesterday. His first time we could invite this bishop because of originally we have only connection with Bishop Lampon through our PCLC. Ngayon, we are inviting him to speak. Now he recommended us to this another bishop, the chairman. And then I could see he's able type. This really many things are opening up for us. So ngayon we started with Bishop Lampon. First time natin ito na Roman Catholic from CBCP, Catholics Bishop Conference of the Philippines. And then now he recommended us to another bishop, the chairman now. Can you imagine now? Things are opening up continuously. Really amazing. This is now the era where we are living in. That's why our small devotions and contributions, this will be piled up if all of us, brothers and sisters, working together, centering on one vision, centering on uniting with True Mother, helping and supporting True Mother. This is really the time that amazing things, amazing miracles will take place in our nation. Amazing things will take place in our families, in our tribe. Aju, and really we can really bring this nation to Channel Group. We can offer this nation to true parents. We can contribute for the reunification of the Korean Peninsula as True Mothers investing everything this year. No matter what, this is the heart of our beloved True Mother. That's why, brothers and sisters, our small devotion, what is that? It's not only prayer, it's not only attending hunduke, it's not only that. Take part. We need to do something. We need to contribute something with what's happening now in the Providence. Aju, that's why let's use everything that the world has provided now, this era provided now, the social media. As long as you have load, you have your cell phone, you can share all these things to people so that wherever we are, because we have connections wherever we are in different parts of the country, we have relatives, we have friends. Once we share all these things, we invite one person, two person, this will continue to spread. These are our devotions. It will be accumulated, Aju, and then it will continue to expand. Amazing things are happening. Aju, that's why True Mother said, we need to change the attitude of life we have held until now. Let's always think, how can we contribute even a small thing with what's happening in the Providence now? Aju, really amazing. We don't need to worry about anything. The era where we are living in is the era where everything is provided. We just need to move. We just need to do something. And miracle will surely and naturally will take place. Aju, Aju. Amazing. I was truly, really inspired with the True Parents guidance and True Parents words. This is really the time. That's why let's use all the channel, all the things that this era has provided for us. Channel book will surely be realized. Let's really do our best, really become victorious, and really become sons and daughters that Heavenly Parent can be proud of. Aju, let's really move in one direction with our beloved True Mother and really realize channel book until 2027. Aju, so once again, let's really offer our gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Thank you so much to our beloved True Mother, really investing everything. Let's really do our best to support True Mother in our small way and really accomplish the greatest result, especially this year, the 10th year of Channel Group. Thank you very much once again, beloved brothers and sisters. Please stay healthy and may Heavenly Parents love and blessings be always upon you and your families. Maraming salamat po.
Aju, thank you so much po, Sir Ray. Let's all do Sir Ray around, brothers and sisters. So now let us proceed with our reflection sharing. So to begin with, let us first call on to the matching supporter for the Region 4A NLTP, Ms. Italia Nolasco.
Good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, Serele. Good morning to all blessed family and to all brothers and sisters. Good morning, everyone. About today's Hundoke topic, life of devotion. Actually, also me, I'm thinking so much how much devoted person I am to my mission, to my spouse, to my family, and to my responsibility also. I write some point in our Hundoke today. And the first thing come to my mind from Srele Hundoke today is I remember long time ago when I'm very, very beginner member. So I don't know many things. I don't understand so many things. Just I become inspired because of the environment and just always follow, but never stop to think what is going around or what is going inside, something like that. And there is one time my leader always observing that I am just helping, but I'm not deciding like I am here or I am out, something like that. Like what is my decision in what I receive or what I learn? And so to understand what is my decision, so she think that is good. I go to Korea fundraising. So she make a way to convince me like that. And actually me, I'm very afraid. This is my first time. I never experienced like fundraising or whatever mission. So she just sent me in Korea and I don't know what I will do there. Like I don't know nothing. Just I trust her because I feel like I love my leader, so I really trust her and her advice is good. So maybe that one is good for me. And so just I go. And that time actually when I go there, that one is very shocking for me because I find myself in some situation I never find before. So I don't know how to do, how to overcome. And yeah, that time I think I learn also how I can become devoted to what I believe, and it's first time I think I find that kind of God in my life that I never thought God is like that or for me. And yeah, I remember when I go back, she want to meet me, and we are in the airport, and we have some talk together. And she said to me, "I'm very afraid when I send you that time because I don't know if you will survive or not," something like that. And but she said, sometime in our life we need to make some decision like life ended decision. So that time she decides for me, but it's a good decision because I'm thinking also that time what I something like what I want to do also. And in the end, I'm very happy also because of that effort I make that time I survive. And because of that time, it's look like I become more like I think this is the life I want to live, and this is what I want to choose for my life. So yeah, I think devotion is somehow is teach you how not to be like to be unchangeable person, like unchanging heart, something like that. And also about there is a book actually in our movement that talk about spiritual world, and actually it's long time I saw in the prayer room, but I'm when I clean there I'm afraid to read something like that because sometime about even you think we know many things, but you don't know how much good you are doing that one. And sometimes you are not aware every day how you are deciding if your decision is right or not. There is always something like you feel uh, I want to do in the right way, but we are not always sure if that one is right way. And actually one day I think I want to read that book, so I get the book, and it's all day I spend, so I read everything. And I'm very shocked that even many people that is very good and we respect so much, like Confucius and Jesus, many people feel shy to God. And I'm thinking these people standard maybe very high, even more high than me, and they feel shy because they didn't teach people who is God, something like that. And um and I'm thinking maybe this time also same position, we have also member, we have also our life of faith, we have also spouse. So I should make people become close to God, and these people should make me also become close to God. So even I was very afraid to read that book before, but it's good I did. So I really reflect so much. Even we think we are doing many things, and it look like we are many years in the mission, and we can have many achievement, many knowledge, but every day real life is very different from just my knowledge. And every day you need to make decision, where is center your decision, and where is center also your, like Sally said, change your attitude, the way you approach things. And yeah, this is very nice. So I really learned many things that time, and it's look like I become more aware that what kind of mindset I should have, especially in my mission, and how I can offer this kind of time. Because especially if you are in the center, it's very important how you use your time and how you how to say value your mission. And sometimes also with my spouse we talk that okay, I feel I am not hungry because I feel like I need to do something more, or I need to finish this one before I eat, or um, maybe this is a little bit too much sometimes. But you feel always something like emergency or something, like your conscience is look like you should really be fair to God. And this is a way also I should, because of my responsibility, I can return something to God. And also through taking care of your husband, this is a way you can do something for God. And sometimes I'm thinking also, we talk always, I love God, I love true parents. Like for me also it's very hard to say that one. I don't use so much this word like in the talk, because I'm thinking always I need to uh, like if I really love God, I want to um, to show that one, like in the things that God really cares so much, like the people and the things He trusts to us, or responsibility He trusts to us, or the person He trusts to us. So maybe this is a way I can return back, or I don't want to have a debt, like, or I don't want to be somebody just like a thief. If I just get something, like I want to make also my conscience feel that I want to do also something. And Also, another thing I write here is um, last January 29 is my my husband's birthday. So even I try like all the day that I can maybe do something, cooking or offering something, preparing like that. But it's the first time I feel it a bit, mm, how to say in English, like shy to my own spouse, because I know what make my husband happy, and I'm thinking I need to. So I'm thinking I need to. This is the only thing I should really think, like focus on, no matter all this kind of thing. It is very small. And the day I feel not good because I didn't do my responsibility to my spouse. Even I don't want to show to our member, and I don't want they see that my heart is not very good. I don't want also my spouse see that also my heart is not good. So yeah, I'm reflecting so much also what is really true love, and really love really something, and really become devoted to something. Sometimes also so many things happen that make you distract by what is really important. We have many difficulties sometimes because also external environment, many things. But if I need to choose this thing and what is really important, of course I will choose what is important. Even sometimes we complain about small things, but in the end it's just nothing. So I'm thinking always, if I need to choose this kind of thing and what is important for me is no doubt. I can still do, I can overcome, it's no problem. So the day is, I think is the first time actually I feel like very deep, what is really mission of being a spouse and being a mother. Sometimes also my member call me like mother, and sometimes I feel like maybe I don't deserve that one. I don't know how much also good, like good mother I am to them. We have sometimes chance to visit also their family, and the parents need them, they're in the house, and sometimes they're in the mission. I know also that kind of feeling. And every time I see the parents, sometimes they feel shy to me because also their house may be not very good, but for me it's okay, no problem that one. And last time when we visit the house of the member, and I look at the mother and she want to do something to help us and to serve us, and I'm thinking what I can do for these parents also. And I think in my mind, don't worry, I will take care of your child. And actually this month, because it's the beginning of the year, I really reflect so many things. And I don't want to close this year if I don't have really this kind of accomplishment in my life. Maybe when you are more young, it looks like time is very slow. It looks like you have all the time of the world, but maybe because I start to become a little bit more old. So I think like time is never enough. So I should become wise how to manage my time. But is I'm very grateful sometimes to my spouse. He's the one is look like wake me up and sometimes remind me and sometimes make way that even sometimes it look a little bit harsh, but he always said to me, my wife, I need to teach you to become strong. So I'm very grateful. And I'm very grateful to him also for being patient and help me here. I'm grateful also to my member for their support always. So I want to do also my part to them, and I want to do also my part to my husband. So also I'm very grateful for today Hundoke, and it look like this is for me already. So I don't want to become a person just have achievement. I really want to commit myself to something, to someone. And this is also my chance. There is no time to look around. Maybe there is another truth, there is another like this or like that. If God give you something, you should work out how to find out why this belong to me or why I belong to this thing. And I think till the end of the life, if we choose something, we should really find out where this way bring us. it's much better that we just look around if there is something more good or not more good than this one. I think there is just one way to go back to God. So wherever you go, you will go back to the same place. So yeah, so I want really to determine myself to become really more, more devoted to what I really believe and I love so much, and also to my mission that is really, maybe I'm not the best ever missionary, but I really love doing mission so much, and I feel more alive and I feel more like happy, to be sincere. And also I want to be also more devoted to my spouse, and not just in taking care things or whatever things I can do or give idea or support, like that one is good, but I think I want to, the best gift a wife can give to husband is I should become also mother, and we should have our family and our children. So this is also my goal this time. Yeah, so so I am sorry also for crying. Just I don't know. This time is very good. Maybe I feel also more relief. But yeah, I'm very grateful also for Huntoke today, and I'm sorry, my husband also, and I will do my best. So thank you so much also everyone for everything and for your effort also every day wherever you are. And I'm very grateful because many times I have chance to meet also many brothers and sisters in different places, and also everybody's striving hard also to build their life and their faith. And yeah, I hope and I pray God bless you everyone. And yeah, thank you so much for everything. I'm sorry it take a little bit long. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Victoria. So that was a very heartistic reflection once again. So to proceed to our second reflection, let us all welcome one of our second generation member from Antipolo and a staff of the National Blessed Children Department, Mr. Charles Myengshin Gabaran.
Again, good morning, Heavenly Parent, your parents. Good morning to our national leader, to all the leaders, to our brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you so much for the very great and wonderful message from our beloved national leader. Actually, when I was listening this Hondoke message today, something that reminds me the most is when I was doing fundraising. You know, when I was doing fundraising, there is a quote that I cannot forget even until now. It stated, "Miracles happen every day to everyone, but sometimes you make your own miracle." And this is the thing that strikes me the most. Like most of the time, I was thinking, what is miracle for me? What is miracle for you, for us? And I truly believe all have bizarre. The first generation or our parents have bizarre stories of how they meet the movement. Tama ba? Like all of you, meron kayong when you meet the movement, you have your own story. Tama ba? Like one thing that I just give one example that I can still remember. One time I talked with a first generation youth, and then I asked, "How were you invited in this movement?" I asked him, and then he said, "One day my mother just told me to buy vinegar in the market, and somebody approached me, and then when that person approached me, he invited me to this movement." And all of you have the same bizarre stories, diba? So I am asking myself, what is the chance that you meet your spiritual parent? It's very miraculous, you know? Like, what is the chance that your spiritual parent be at the same time, the same space, the same moment as you are at that time, diba? Then some of you are invited, for example, in Cubao, yeah, you were just passing by, finding for a job, and then suddenly someone approach you like that, right? So what if at that moment you're not looking for a job? Or what if at that moment that person the mother of that person did not ask him to buy vinegar? So he or she is not in the movement. So I saw my value as a second generation. that I was born in this earth as a result of sacrifice. That's why I have to live my life as a sacrifice. This is how beautiful it is. Eh? Like you were born because of sacrifice. That's why you have to live for the sake that for you to sacrifice yourself. And thinking about all this, the person that I really admired and I could never forget, and one that resembles miracle itself is our Jesus, our Lord Jesus Christ. You know, many people come to him asking for miracle. Jesus, can you heal me? I am blind. Jesus, can you let me walk? Jesus, can you heal me? Many people asking for Jesus for miracle. And up until now, Christians or people in that that has faith on Jesus Christ is always asking for miracle. Jesus, can you help me have food every day? Jesus, can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me? And looking at the Jesus perspective, wow, how much pain that people look at him not as a Messiah, but as a miracle maker. That's why every time I watch the in Yojong Cultural Center, when there's a event, right? We are watching a theater play, and I realized the heart of Jesus. People asking him for miracles, but what did Jesus have in return? Many still don't believe in Jesus. Many still ridicule Jesus. That's why I was asked, I was challenged, what is miracle for me? What is miracle for you? Ano ba ang miracle para sa atin? Ano bang miracle mo? So, I truly believe existing here in this world, full of suffering, full of pain, full of doubt, and still living here on this earth, this is one of the greatest miracles that we have, especially for blessed children, for second generation. Imagine what is the chance that a parent from Korea met a parent from Japan, or Japanese mother met a Filipino spouse here in the Philippines. And a while ago, right, at Italia and Sir Francis, what chance, no? What chance two of them be here at this very moment, be as husband and wife? Wow. I think 0.0000001%. What chance that you exist in this world? Still very, 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 very low percent. That's why we have to value each and everything that we have right now. The sacrifices of the people in the past. Reading about divine principle, it's not about their story. It's about how they sacrifice to have this age that we have right now. So that's why I can't help. Every time I feel sad, every time I feel pain, every time I frustrated to myself, I always think, or sometimes I frustrated to someone, I always think, what is the value of this person? How many people sacrifice just for this person to exist? So thinking about this in God's perspective, we cannot doubt the person. We love them even more, thousands more, because we understand their value. So I'm hoping and I'm praying that we could really have miracles every day. You know, miracles, I believe, in fundraising, miracles happen to everyone, anytime, to everyone. But sometimes you make your own miracle. That's how we have to make our own miracle. Thank you so much. Have a great and wonderful day, everyone.
Thank you so much, Kuya Shinsin and Ju. So yeah, I hope we all were able to reflect, brothers and sisters. And now let us proceed to our news and announcements. So let us welcome the headquarters.
Good morning to all our leaders, brothers and sisters. Here are the news and announcement. We are inviting everyone to the second day of the Ting Tang 2022 Virtual Forum today at 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can ask the Zoom link and YouTube link from your regional leaders. You can also watch it to our UPF Philippines Facebook page. Next, a reminder to all our leaders, brothers, and sisters about the Unification Fund for a Heavenly Unified Korea. The deadline of donation is until February 13, 2022. Donation amount for blessed families and single members at least $20 and for Peace Associates and HTM members at least $20. And for those who can donate $1,000 to the Unification Fund, a Heavenly Unified 14-karat gold medallion will be presented as a commemorative gift. Here are the members who have already given their donations. And you can send your process donation to the following bank account. We have BPI dollar account, and we also have PNB peso account. Next, in celebration of True Parents' birthday and the 9th anniversary of Foundation Day, we are asking special donation to all our blessed families and members worldwide. For blessed families, at least $25, and for single adults, at least $10. Deadline of donation is until February 6, 2022. Here are the list of those who have already given their donation. You can send your donation to the following bank account. We have BPI dollar account, and we also have PNB peso account. Please don't forget to send your transaction receipt to our accounting staff, Mr. Sandy Ibo, through his messenger. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ate Ev. At this point, let us proceed with our closing prayer to be led to us by the BFD Philippines Assistant Director, Ms. Catherine Gregorio. Please unmute yourself, Paul.
Okay. Please join me in my prayer. Our most loving Heavenly Parents and our victorious parents, so we gather here at this time together with our leaders, brothers and sisters, receiving such wisdom, Heavenly Parents, from our Sir surely having devotion is so essential, and especially us, that this time that we really, when we go in different activities that we have, such going to school, to work, or to the mission, how much we really dedicate ourselves, as well as being a parent to our children. Heavenly Parents, we are truly grateful that you always providing us with such wonder message coming from you to really become more stronger every day in such kind of challenges that we may encounter. But somehow that through these Heavenly Parents, we could really fulfill our responsibility. Once again, we are so thankful and grateful as we go on to our own activities. Wish every one of us to really guide and to really protect and to really have the heart, to really have this longing heart when we really meet our children, when we really meet our children on the front line. Thank you so much once again, and let's pray and report this in our name, General Port and Catherine Gregorio, blessed our family.
Let us offer our individual prayers. Aju. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters, for attending today's morning devotion. Thank you for our staffs and to all, to our national leader, Sir L.A. Thank you so much, Pop, for giving them. So you can now unmute yourselves, brothers and sisters, and show yourself. Greet one another. Thank you.
Morning, Ate Grace.
Morning po, Sir Romel.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, everyone.
Morning, Tom.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Glenn.
Morning, Master Rolando.
Morning, Nai. Junior, Mai, Iloilo Center. All brothers and sisters.
Morning, Mayasi.
Good morning, Master. Good morning, Ator Hussein.